Welcome to Jamilla's Stamping Grounds. Today I have a cute swap card that I'm doing with my team next week, and it led me to think I should share with you the two quick little tips I did for adhering the paper squares onto the cardstock. Here is my little strip of cardstock that I'm going to adhere the squares to. I punched out all the DSP with my 1-inch punch, and then I started adhering them in the corner here because it was accurate and would lead me to do the first strip. Now the first little tip I'd like to show you is when you're adhering squares like this, don't put the adhesive on the individual squares, put your adhesive all the way across on the cardstock. The second little tip is how do I get that square perfectly square onto this square with just shifting it over. As you can see in my sample, I wanted to have them a 1/2 inch set to the side. So I would place in the corner on my grid paper this piece of cardstock, then I'll take my next square in the pattern and I will place it along the grid pattern so that it's 2 inches in here. I shouldn't say 2 inches, my mistake. 1/2 inch on the grid paper, lining it up with the grid paper, and 1/2 inch onto my card. Therefore I know I'm exactly halfway in between that 1 inch square. Then I can continue my pattern with putting my next square on, butting the edge up against the square I just placed and the bottom row. And then I can continue with that pattern until my piece is finished. So those are my two little tips for today about adhering a row of squares and how to line it up with using your grid paper. And here is our finished card again, so I hope you enjoy this little tip from Jamilla's Stamping Grounds.